Many negative consequences can result from charges of fraud or abuse. Employees can be held responsible for damages and criminal sanctions. Additionally, a corporation can be held responsible for the actions of its employees, even if members of its management team had no knowledge of the employee's wrongdoing. For example, where the company has directly or indirectly allowed the behavior. If found guilty of fraud, a corporation could face massive fines and potential criminal liability. Let us review some additional consequences that a corporation may suffer as a result of fraud. These include negative publicity, declining stock values, and reluctance on the part of financial institutions to give loans to the company. There are other repercussions as well. For instance, customers may refuse to purchase the company's goods or services. The company may be disqualified from being awarded federal contracts, and may even experience difficulty with suppliers. Another consideration is key employees leaving the company to find employment with more reputable organizations. A recent study by the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, or ACFE, found fraud and abuse directly impacts a company's ability to generate jobs, provide services, and produce goods. What would you do if you discovered fraud? If you're uncertain, and you either take the wrong action or do nothing at all, there are two likely outcomes. Either the person committing the fraud will go undetected, at least for a time, or it may come to light later that you knew about the fraud and did nothing. Consider this scenario. Say you work at a bank. One of your coworkers creates a fake investment account and proceeds to convince unsuspecting clients to invest, promising them great financial returns. In fact, the money is actually being deposited into a personal account owned by the employee. This goes on for quite some time undetected. Take a moment to consider the repercussions of this fraudulent activity. What if you knew and said nothing? If someone committing fraud in your company goes undetected, the company may continue to sustain losses. Also, if an employee's actions result in losses to someone outside the company may face more severe penalties once the fraud is actually discovered. This can have negative repercussions for all employees. As an employee, if you do not report fraud, you could face significant personal consequences, including the possible termination of your employment. It's your responsibility as an employee to report fraud as soon as you suspect it is occurring, perhaps by speaking to your manager or a member of Human Resources. You could also speak with a point of contact identified in your company's code of conduct, code of ethics, or other resource. Your company may maintain a hotline for reporting fraud as well. Be sure to familiarize yourself with the methods available to you for making reports.